he was asked, I think, by Lex Friedman most coherently on his podcast a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, Lex Friedman always asks people, what is the meaning of life at the end of every podcast? And Douglas Murray said, well, if you want to find meaning, the best place to look would probably be where people found it before. And I thought that was a very, very intelligent answer. And so if we erode all aspects of tradition in society, then by that definition, we erode all sources of meaning in society. And by definitions of meaning, what do I mean? By traditional gender roles, by the nuclear family, by religious institutions, by social institutions, by local community involvement, by local government, by a lot of other things which have been largely outsourced to the broader culture, which, to the point of social media and the point of the news and a bunch of other things, has been largely globalized. So that even that portion of our identities are being really broadcasted across the world and just kind of disappearing into one another, into this kind of, bizarre, utopianist, visionist type of thing where it's like, no one knows how to make sense of anything anymore when you go to that kind of abstraction. And I'm sorry to get really, philosophical at that point, but it's, but I think it makes a lot of, I think that makes a lot of sense when I look at it. So I think that a lot of what's going around in the last 100 years has really caused a lot of this. And I think it's kind of just beginning to peak at this point because we're now so aware of everything going on that we really don't know what to do with it in a lot of senses.